my shorts.
So we didn't have many like real big movies or anything like that this year.
No.
But we did have some smaller stuff.
Yeah.
What's kind of some of your favorite, or what kind of stuff will you watch, like newer release stuff on like Netflix and all that kind of stuff?
I need a list. You wrote some things down.
I did. I wrote some suggestions
good, because
and stuff.
that's good for. Oh, this is great. This is great. I started Bad Boys, didn't watch it. Invisible Man was good. I like that a lot. I quite liked Birds of Prey. I know a lot of people didn't. Yeah,
I loved it.
Yeah, I quite liked that. Borat, I liked. Milan was. I know you liked it.
Yeah.
I don't think I disliked it as much as a lot of people disliked it. I liked that it tried different things than the animated one. But obviously there's all controversy surrounding that, which I'd love to recap. Tenet was fine. It was all right.
Yeah.
It was all right.
Got to get to it.
I'm sorry, I'm just reading a list.
No, you're right. That's good.
Trial of the Chicago 7 was excellent. I loved that. Yeah. Bill and Ted's was fun. New Mutants was...
Still haven't watched it.
No, it was... I have.
I haven't watched it.
Yeah. Oh, you're... sorry, yeah.
No.
No, you'll be fine. I haven't seen Onward. Do you like Onward?
That was good, yeah. I watched it... Have I watched it twice now? I think I've watched it twice now. It is really good.
Yeah.
I think that's the last thing I saw in a cinema, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mine was Bloodshot.
Oh.
Is that right?
I watched that a couple of weeks ago. It was okay.
It's okay. Yeah. It's fine. Yeah. Call of the Wild I didn't see. The dog put me off.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Was it a little bit?
Yeah. What did you think?
CG.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's weird at first and then you get used to it.
Yeah.
I think you understand why they did it for that particular film.
Because it does things that they couldn't get a dog to emote or physically do, right?
And that's just because of the particular story, but the dog is like a main character sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
It made sense.
Yeah, okay.
I thought they pulled it off pretty well, but it is one of those things at first you're like, that's weird.
It's upsetting. I like it. Yeah. The Gentleman was great.
Yeah.
Is that this year?
That. Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Oh, shit.
That was very early this year.
I'm one of the few. I think you might be the same. I quite liked Guy Ritchie's Aladdin.
Yes.
I was like, I know people hate that, but I was like, this is all right. Come on.
It's good fun.
I also understand why someone would hate that. I quite liked it. But The Gentleman I really loved. Like a lot of his movies I've kind of gone off, but The Gentleman I really liked. Sonic was a good kids movie, I feel.
Yeah, it was fun.
Same with you?
Yeah, same. Yeah. It was just light and fluffy sort of.
My son loved it, and that's not everything has to be for me. So
exactly
I'm okay with that. The Banker, is that the Anthony Mackie one?
Anthony Mackie and who else was in that? I can't remember who else was in that. It was really good.
Okay.
Really good.
Because I do have Apple Plus.
Yeah.
So I should okay, that's good to hear. Yeah. It's not a show, is it?
No, it was just a movie. I think it was like their first original movie.
Just a movie.
And exactly. I think because I've got the free Apple TV Plus. It's the only thing I've watched on Apple TV Plus.
Actually, one thing I did watch on there, which I really liked, was Defending Jacob, the Chris, one of the Chris's, the Captain America one.
Chris
Know
Hemsworth.
this. No, the other one.
Oh, Chris Hemsworth. Jeez. Chris
I'm
Evans.
Evans.
Chris Evans. Yeah.
His son is like accused of this crime, and he's a defense lawyer or something. Right. And it's really good. I really enjoyed it. So if you
check
Apple
that
Plus,
one out.
I haven't watched the one where everybody's blind, but or something.
Oh yeah. I don't know what that was called.
Yeah.
Who else was in that Apple TV? I'm going to look it up. The Banker. It was good though. I can't remember what it was about, but I remember enjoying it.
I want to say Sam Jackson, but I think it's also because I watched Django yesterday.
So. No, that is Sam Jackson.
Oh, it is? Okay.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, I don't want to say it in case no, Sam Jackson and Anthony Mackie. It was really good. Again, I can't remember what it was about, but it was good.
Yeah, okay.
Enjoyed that one.
All right.
Did you see Eurovision Song Contest?
I started it.
Saga?
I started it, and I didn't dislike it, but it just disappeared from my...
Yeah.
I think I paused it to look at a different thing and then
didn't get back to it.
But I heard it was... I didn't get up to... what's the guy's name from Downton Abbey in it?
Oh, yeah.
He does like... It's got the George Michael...
Yeah.
I heard he's really good in it as well. Is that right?
Yeah.
He's really funny.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I thought it was... It's a typical Will Ferrell movie. You know exactly what you're getting into when you get into Will Ferrell. I thought it was enjoyable. There's a couple of bits in it where it's like really, really funny.
I heard if you love Eurovision, it's kind of got a lot of that kind of vibe that people found quite fun and funny. I heard, maybe.
Don't know. I don't think I've ever watched Eurovision.
I've watched some and I did not like it. But whatever fills your bits.
That's all right.
What do we got here? Palm Springs was great.
Did you watch that? I loved it.
I loved that. I thought it was really, really good. And now it's on Prime, maybe?
Prime, I think, That's how I watched it.
Really
good. A couple of weeks ago, actually.
Yeah.
I don't think I've spoken about it on the show. But loved it. I thought it was so good.
Yeah. It was funny and just quite. I mean, also like a premise that we've seen, obviously, because it's Groundhog Day-esque and whatever. But it did enough different things. I wonder if we're ever going to get a movie like that where one of the characters turns around and just goes, "This is like Groundhog Day." Yeah. Like all these movies exist in a universe where Groundhog Day doesn't exist.
I went into it not knowing the premise.
Oh, I wish I was like that. Yeah, was like, right.
What the hell is this? I had no idea what it was. I thought it was just like a coming of age drama comedy sort of thing. I've never been a huge Andy Samberg fan. I've liked some of his stuff. Yeah, right. I loved it. I thought it was so good.
Really good.
Even just that weird twist was like, oh wow.
And Kristen Milotti, I think, who's really great. I think she's terrific. Artemis Fowl. I didn't. You've got next to this some of these D+, and I'm like, oh, these scores? Oh, no, that's Disney+. But Artemis Fowl sounds like a D+ to me.
It was awful.
What a missed opportunity, though, as well.
I know.
It sounds like they did butcher that, though. Like, it was one thing and then they made it a different thing, maybe?
Yeah, I think what I understand, I've never read the books, there's a series of books, and I understand they took the first 3 and like smushed them into one.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And they like got rid of a lot of characters.
And he's not as evil and whatever.
It was awful.
Yeah, no, I've heard nothing but terrible things.
It's terrible.
Yeah. And I like Kenneth Branagh as well.
Yeah.
I think he's good. Yeah. And I know he's not all, hasn't done all hits, but like even the first Thor, which is kind of quaint now when you look at other Marvel movies, I think it's pretty solid.
Good. Yeah. I feel like maybe it was a studio, one of those studio things where the studio takes it and... Just get rid of it. Actually, I do vaguely remember, actually, there was something about... Someone said that the movie that went out did not resemble the original cut, did not resemble the script. So I think it's one of those, like, trial by studio sort of things in the end. And just
hatchet jobs.
Yeah.
What do we got? One and Only Ivan.
Yeah,
that was good.
That was good.
I watched it with my son. And, again, not life-changing, but...
Yeah,
pretty
enjoyable,
good.
Nice.
Pretty good, you know?
Nice.
It's got some CGI animals.
Yeah.
I brought up this keyboard. How do I get rid of this?
I have no
Such
idea.
an old man. I'm like, what's happening? Hang on, there we go. No, that's all right.
There you go.
I understand technology.
Yeah.
Clouds you loved, yeah?
I really
loved
it.
I haven't watched that yet.
Yeah. Really, really good.
And it's based off a true story of the real guy.
The real guy that had cancer. Sort of like his last sort of... it spans a few years, but I think the core of it spans his last like days.
Yeah.
And sort of how he... became like a viral. I'd never heard of the guy before, but he became like a viral. Did a song that blew up on YouTube. Really good movie. Just really.
And you spoke to the director as well about
spoke to the director.
Getting this guy's story out there and all this kind of.
It was wonderful.
I should watch that. I will watch that.
It's very good. Yeah. And Safety is the latest one that's gone up on Disney Plus.
What is that?
It's a sports. It's like a you know, any of the Disney sports films like Remember the Titans or similar to that. It's about a true story thing. It's a college ball player who, rough family life, has a younger brother, and I think his mother was like addicted to drugs. She went into like rehab, and no one was there to look after the brother. So he's off playing college ball, and he takes the younger brother under his wing and hides him on campus.
Oh, okay, right.
So he's looking after the brother while off playing sport. Then eventually... the campus does find out, and it's really about how he tries to challenge the system.
Yeah, okay,
to allow him to look after his brother and not have to choose between playing ball and looking after his brother.
Yeah, right.
Really cool. Just really nice.
So good.
Really good.
Really good. Did you get a preview?
Yeah, I got a screener
okay, cool.
of that.
So, but it's out now.
It's out last week. I think it went up last week.
Man, I'm slipping, mate.
Yeah, that's all right. But look, there is a lot of stuff out like constantly, almost. And like I said, some of these things you get a week's notice.
Yes,
and like, oh shit, it's up there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like that.
It's also kind of exciting because it's like, oh, that's next week. And then it's also like, oh no.
Yeah. That's really I found myself with this Disney Plus thing. Again, we'll talk more in depth later. But I found with a lot of that stuff, I was like, I have to wait to 2023 or 2022. You know, I've got to wait 2 years. It's this point now. We're so used to coming to Netflix next week.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Love that. Yeah.
I love the lead up. I love like the hype and everything going into a movie. Oh, a year away. Can't wait. Thor, Love and Thunder. Like, I'm dying to see that. But then it almost like just something that drops out like, oh, it's coming out next week is almost... Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to be like thinking about it for 2 years.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah.
It's a very weird sort of.
Yeah. With the bigger stuff like your Thors or whatever, you can't really do that. You can't be like
exactly
Mandalorians next week.
No.
But I understand that. Yeah.
So that's a lot of stuff.
Still a decent year, I think. Of all things.
I think so. Like considering that we didn't get, and I think almost like maybe it's a bit of a nice to have a breather from that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Specifically when you see how much stuff Marvel, Star Wars even has coming out over the next 3 years.
I think it might end up doing them a favor.
Oh, exactly right.
Because I know a lot of people are like, I'm sick of Marvel movies. I've had enough. But maybe that'll change.
Yeah. Maybe it's worked in the favor of the MCU where we've finished off. We've had Endgame, and then of course Spider-Man Far From Home is almost like a coda on the end of that, and then a year break before we go into the next phase. I think it might actually work out quite well.
That's it. Yeah. Fun stuff.
It's fun stuff. Hey everyone, if you haven't yet, smash that big old subscribe button up on your screen to keep up to date with all my content, and hit that like button down below. Also, don't forget to check me out on social media, and please consider supporting me over on Patreon for as little as $1 a month for exclusive videos, early access content, and to get your name up on the screen. Thanks again for watching.